Okay. This is my first shot on tea, but I'm driving to the gym and I'm processing. For the first time, like, getting out, why now? Why I am about to be 26 years old and why I am beginning my transition. I don't want to make this video too long, but I do because it's in depth for me. So let me just start off by saying that I grew up in a pretty religious home. More so than that, my foundation was really built on this shame of being anything other than, other than what was acceptable. And I remember being 3-4 years old asking my mom to make me a boy. Why am I not a boy, Mom? Can I be a boy for my birthday? And I would dress up. When I would dress up, and I was talking about this too to myself, I was like, when I dress up as a kid, that was my only time to be myself. I had never one time dressed up as a female, comfortably. But it was my only time safe to be myself, that I wasn't, projected, like, oh, don't do that, or that's not, God didn't make you that way, and all that shit. It was my safety, and I could imagine myself for who I was and embrace my masculinity. And I always did that. I was always the fucking gunslinger, with my guns, and I love that. I was a little country boy inside. So fast forward about 20 years, I'm a missionary, and it's funny because when I was about 20 years old, I started to feel a little bit safer, and I was starting to lean towards, hey, I'm gonna start embracing this, transgenderism in me, and I got swooped into a missionary position because someone had kind of promised me I could go to Africa, and I'd always wanted to go to Africa. If you do this program with a missionary organization, you can go to Africa. And I'm like, shit, I've done, at this point, 21 years of my shitty life, but it wasn't that shitty. I did have some traumas, but I've done 21 years, I could do 6 months in your program. Fuck yeah. I want to go to Africa. So I do the program, and by the end of it, dude, I was so beaten down and shamed that, like, I was right back into it, man. Growing my hair out, trying to denounce any kind of masculinity in myself and any kind of nature in me. Hope you can hear me over the lawn work. So I was in that for 3 years, and even more indoctrinated than I was prior. Just brainwashed, honestly. And not anybody, it's not that it's specifically anybody's doing, but my desire to be accepted and my desire to be loved, and right, to be just right, and not like right in a conversation or argument, but just right as a being. But man, I look back at my journal entries, and my picture of who God was like this angry, disappointed parental figure, which is much what I have with my father, and or was what I had with my father. I'm not sure where it is now, but he knows who I am, Ray, his son. But anyways, I had to do a lot after I left the missionary field. I had to do a lot of like deprogramming of my brain, because I was so depressed to exist, knowing that anytime I tried to grow, and I'm a grower, I like to grow, I push myself, I hit at this wall, and I kept hitting this wall, and I can show you the journal entries. I'm like, why do I keep hitting this wall? Blah, 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 blah. It's because my next step was to embrace myself and to love myself and to, you know, be bold enough to say who I am and let the world deal with it, you know? James Baldwin says something like that. Powerful statement. It's just to embrace who I am and let the world deal with it, rather than me trying to like fit into the world in a way that they'll embrace me. Sad and twisted. So I had to do all the untwisting and this straightening out. You know, I'm 24 years old and I moved to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Got in a relationship with this amazing woman with 2 kids. She moved to a different place. And then, sorry, a buddy of mine pulled up. She moved to a different place. I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma, in the fucking middle of fucking nowhere. I've never been in my life. Going to a welding school, living in a studio apartment, and there I have every bit of time to myself. Almost every night I'm sitting in a fetal position on the floor with my candles and my art, and I'm almost grieving my life. Not because I've been a victim of it, but because I have not allowed myself to be myself. So I spent a lot of time grieving in Tulsa, Oklahoma, but in that grief, man, I was met with so much love and safety and compassion. And the people I met there, I'm not gonna get emotional, but I want to get emotional. I mean, they showed me a love and an unconditional love that I've never experienced anywhere else. And these people were from every which ways, walks of life. And that's where I was able to fully say, you know, I'm transgender, and you know, my name's Ray, and let's just keep going. Let's do life together. Me and all these people that were, you know, weird like me. And I'm not weird, but you know what I mean. Not typical. And this is in the Bible Belt, you know, because I'm from Cali. It's crazy. So I met all these people, and I was able to say for the first time, you know. And I remember I was so scared to tell my partner, and so scared to tell my family. Like, I'm closest to my sister, and I called her up, and I said, hey, yo, you know, just want to let you know, like, I'm transgender, and that's just how it is, and I just feel free enough to tell you that now. And she, you know, she was like, okay, cool. What next, you know? And that was relieving for me, because I feel like we've all grown so much in our own lives, individually, my family, that we're able to have that openness with each other. And then I told my partner, and this is what shocked me, is she was like, I know. She's like, I've never not seen you not as a man. And I was like, bro, what the fuck? Why do you tell me, man? Why do you fucking tell me? But she didn't know either, you know. She didn't know how to verbalize it. Anyways, I'm sitting here. I started testosterone finally. And I'm terrified, you know. Again, I'm met with, like, how is this person gonna see me through the transition, you know? I might lose all this, the little hair I have. Okay, vanity, let's deal with it. What I'm worried about, you know, is just more rejection, and that's a big fear, you know. I've lived with that my whole life, but at this point, nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Okay. Nothing can stop me, though. So, I'm just taking it, you know, every 2 weeks at a time. 2 weeks at a time, because that's all my shots are right now. It's funny too, man. Like a year ago, I was trying to make a video. Didn't work. Did not work because I didn't know what to say. I was embarrassed to say shit. I was embarrassed to say anything. And then now I just feel alive. I feel free and safe within myself. Not that any of my environment's changed or anyone around me's changed. It's me that's changed. So I'm just waiting to see what happens. I've had to do a lot of forgiving though, you know? That's another thing. Is that I'm the kind of person where I want to know the whys behind everything. And I'm like, well, why am I the way I am? And, you know, I spent a long time pulling through the archives of my memories and my experiences and looking for someone or something to blame for why I am the way I am, so I don't have to take responsibility. And it's not that there's any responsibility to be taken, but I can't sit in the unknown. I never really gotten to a place, and it might be my age. You know, you get to an age where you just don't give a fuck. It might be my age where I'm now at this place where it doesn't matter why I am the way I am now. My job is to let go, forgive, let go. Even the unknowns, forgiving the unknowns, which is weird, a weird concept. But, you know, your body can remember shit that your mind can't. And to feel that in my body and then let go of it. Because when you don't let go of it, it stays in your body and becomes sickness. And it becomes like depression and weight, you know? So I've let a lot go. And just the freedom I feel, you know, it's amazing. And it's funny because I feel like I have more love in my life than I've ever had before. And it's not coming, firstly, it's not coming from the people around me. It's literally coming within myself and from within myself. And that's the best part, you know? I'm not looking for it in all these other people. I go inward, and I have this little cabin in the woods that I go to. Anytime I have a big decision to make or I get insecure, I mentally go back to this cabin and just me in the woods with the dog. I don't know where the dog's not doing shit. He's probably like sitting there like, I don't know, licking his balls or something. But I'm there in that cabin and there's so much love for me there. And I go back to that place, and that's really where that love comes from. And then, man, there's so many loving people in my life right now. Like, it's crazy. And I think maybe now that I love myself, I can see their love more. You know, it's crazy. I can look past their flaws and it's not even looking past it. I don't even see anything. You know, I'm like, wow, this person like loves me, or like, wow, this person is loving to other people. I don't know. Maybe I'm ranting now, but I'll check back in with you and you know, maybe when I get some scruff. But thanks for listening. This is I don't have my watch on. I think it's the 21st, yeah, because yesterday was 4/20. It's the 21st of April in 2021. About to hit that gym. And I'll catch in with you later.